Welcome back to No U-Turn, and this time we take you with us to a fun-filled, action-packed adventure trip. We are at India's number one whitewater rafting site, Rishikesh. Stay tuned as we take you through a thrilling adventure. Now, Rishikesh is not all about whitewater rafting. It's also a holy place for Hindus. Now, the river Ganga, which you see right now, flows beautifully through the valleys of these shivalik mountains. Let's go for a short city tour first. Our first stop, Lakshman Jhula. Now, Jhula in India means a swing, and that's what this is. It's a suspension bridge which spans right across the river Ganga. And it is also one of the key tourist spots of Rishikesh. There is only pedestrian traffic that's allowed on the bridge, no vehicles allowed here. And as the sun sets, this place lights up. Just check out the beautiful way in which the bridge is lit up in the night. At the other end of the bridge is an amazingly beautiful human-like seated statue of Lord Shiva. Shiva is the resident deity of Rishikesh. There are some nice restaurants and cafes near Lakshman Jhula, and this place is closest to Tapovan, which is where most tourists stay. A couple of kilometers downstream from Lakshman Jhula is another important attraction of Rishikesh called Shivanan Jhula, but more popularly known as Ram Jhula. Now this again is a jhula, which means it's a suspension bridge, but it's bigger, it's stronger, and along with humans there is also a provision for bikes to cross this bridge. Ram Jhula is located quite close to all the action that happens in Rishikesh. You'll see a lot of ghats, which are steps leading to the water that give you access to the Ganga so that you can perform pujas and all other religious activities. Here's a closer look at the ghat. Just look at the steps leading right to the water. You have these barricades that will shield you from the current, or you can just sit here, dip your feet in the Ganga and enjoy the waters. Now, when it comes to tourism, most spots around Rishikesh are of Hindu religious significance. There are guides available who at a very nominal rate can take you systematically all around the place and explain everything about the place to you. We visited Rameshwar temple, we visited Prachin Gatti and Gita Ashram, but the most exciting part of our tour was the rudraksh trees. Now, we are told that Rishikesh is one of the few places in the world where the rudraksh tree actually grows. Here's what a rudraksh fruit looks like. This fruit is dried and then it is used to make a rosary or a mala. This is what it looks like. Next, we take you to the streets to show you the markets of Rishikesh. Now, most shops here will typically have items of religious significance, but you can cruise along and you can always find something interesting, some street foods or some little trinkets to buy for yourself. Rishikesh being a holy place, non-vegetarian food or alcohol are very hard to find here. But there are some very exciting options like this guy, Chotiwala, who offers an amazing thali. But if you really want a great experience, try out Mahavir Thali. He's a street food vendor right near the bus stand of Ram Jhula. This guy is definitely worth a visit. It's a beautiful morning in Rishikesh and we have set out for a day full of adventure. Now, Rishikesh is known for four things. The first is the river Ganga. The Ganga flows beautifully through the valleys of the Shivalik mountains and gives such an enchanting and peaceful outlook. And that's why the second thing that's related to Ganga is that this is a place of religious significance for the Hindus. There's a lot of aartis and a lot of religious practices that are done out here. The third thing that Rishikesh is really famous for is yoga. By the way, it's also called a yoga capital of India. There's so many places out here that actually teach yoga. There are institutes, there are yoga masters out here. And it's a culture that every morning there's lots of folks who are actually engaged in yoga for at least a couple of hours. It's very, very interesting. And the last and final thing that Rishikesh is really, really famous for is adventure sport. Now in adventure sport, they have rafting, they have bungee jumping, and they have some other stuff, typically the treks You could be a novice trekker or you could be a pro. There's something for everybody. Now, we definitely want to try out the river rafting, and that's where we're headed. It's a bright sunny day. Now, typically in Rishikesh, especially from dusk till dawn, there's a nice nippy wind that blows all over this place, especially around the valley areas, and that can really get the temperatures down. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning and the wind has settled down, and more importantly, we are warmed up and we are ready. The water definitely will be nice and cold, but we are really looking forward to a lovely day full of adventure. So today our friend, philosopher and guide is Gajpal. Gajpal has been around for 20 years in the business, and he's going to be making sure that we have a great time today. We've chosen a private rafting experience, about 20 kilometers and 19 rapids of all intensities. We can barely hold our excitement. So safety gear on and we're ready. Keep watching. The golf course was the most exciting and challenging rapid, but we could not film it because we had to put the cameras away for safety. But yes, we did not turn turtle and we were extremely happy. And here's the calm that takes over you when you've really achieved something and ticked that item off your bucket list. Everyone has a list of things that they want to do, a list of things that they want to achieve, and it's always set out for the future. We say, get out now, live, explore, challenge yourself and get it done. Strike it off and imagine how beautiful it'll feel. And that's how we're feeling. And on that happy note, we're signing off. We hope you liked the video. This is No U-Turn, our channel that brings to you our travel and lifestyle experiences. Keep sending in your messages. We love reading them and we love responding to them. So take care, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.